bien te alejas de mí. Te sientes sola y siempre estoy ahí. Es una guerra de toma y dame, pues dame de eso que tienes. Oye, baby, no seas mala, no me dejes con las ganas. Se escucha en la calle que ya no me quieres, ven y dímelo en la cara.
Pregúntale a quien tú quieras, mira, te juro que eso no es así. Yo nunca tuve una mala intención, yo nunca quise burlarme de ti. Conmigo ves, nunca se sabe, te digo que no, yo creo que sí.
Yo soy puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no quieras.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
No soy de ti ni de nadie.
Como tú me tientas cuando tú te mueves. Esos movimientos siempre me entretiene. No sé por qué me tienes en lista de espera.
Te dicen por ahí que voy haciendo y deshaciendo, que salgo cada noche que te tengo ahí sufriendo, que en esta relación soy yo la que manda. No pares bola toda esa mala propaganda. Papá, ¿qué te digo? No te comen el oído. No vaya a enderezar lo que no se ha torcido.
Y como un sigo tras de ti, por ti, dime que pa' mi bebé. Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Siempre es a tu manera.
Yo te quiero aunque no quieras.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Vas libre como el aire.
No soy de ti ni de nadie. 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 Nadie.
Alright, baby. Shakira, Maluma,
Pretty boy.
you're my baby lover. Yeah. Colombia, you feel me?
Pretty boy.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
An aerial view of the many buildings making up the skyline of beautiful Houston, Texas. Our broadcast setting tonight. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Cleveland Cavaliers. And before we...
Well, Kevin, he said defensively they're...
Thank you, David. And still, Chris, a lot of games left. Talk about the marathon of an 82-game season. Boy, it seems like a lot.
Man, you have to control your emotions. You have to control your energy. It is grueling. There's so many ups and downs in the seasons. There's so many momentum changes for you and for others that you have to keep a constant focus. And so 82 games, you know, college, that's about 30 games. And so if you're a rookie, you're playing about 3 of those seasons. And even if you're a veteran, you're going to get tired right before All-Star break. So how do you manage your body? How do you recuperate? How do you keep focus on those tough, cold nights during the winter? That all takes part into becoming a great player.
Real balancing act for sure.
It is a balancing act. It's how do you figure out balancing your mind, balancing your focus, and then balancing your body, staying off your legs.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Magic Johnson is out there with Price. Then it's Dennis Rodman. Then there's Ewing. And it's Thompson in at the power forward.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, I like the effort. It always feels good to get on the board first.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And the Rockets with possession here. It's a 3-point game. It's stolen by Johnson. To the paint. Knocked away. Rodman with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Cavaliers on D.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
Yeah, they really controlled the pace on both nights, which is probably why they made the playoffs. And the other team was left on the outside looking in.
And it's Houston's ball.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And that's what can happen on the road. You have to be aggressive and try to disrupt them out of their normal routine.
East Rutherford has gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Johnson dishes to Thompson. He dishes it to Ewing. Got a piece of it. Price with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rodman's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around.
To the wing on the left. Here's Noel. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Rodman. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Rodman's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Harden draws the double. Young in the corner. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Now taking a look at some stats for Noel. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game. 7 rebounds and almost 2.5 steals. Solid numbers. The kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Their hot start keeps getting hotter. 5 for 5 now to keep things going.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And we've seen a few players come into the NBA through different paths. They're playing overseas for a year or spending time in the D League, now known as the G League. Chris, do you think that these alternative paths to the NBA will ever be as common as the standard collegiate path to the NBA?
Well, I think it can be, only because there's such an international presence in the game, and that now you're starting to find players all over. And the great thing about the NBA is it doesn't matter where you come from, it just matters what type of skill set that you have. So I can see it being other paths to the NBA, but the NCAA is always going to be one, in the fact that guys want to play for their state teams, and that's always going to be fun to watch. But thank God for basketball fans and athletes, there's a lot of paths to the NBA, which is the ultimate if you want to play basketball.
Absolutely. Pass to Zagorac, trying to get back on track. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago, and their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second-chance buckets. I mean, no one did it.
Oh! Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Kicks to Pirtle. It's stolen by Rodman. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
Knocked loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And so here is East Rutherford. Thompson right side. Dishes it to Rodman. Back to Thompson. And it's East Rutherford, good for 2.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Rockets trail by 20. Timeout called, the Rockets.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Here's Young. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Birtle sets the pick for Young to halt the run. Offensive rebound. Good D by Thompson.
Some tough D in the paint, getting between him and the bucket and stopping the easy throws.
Pass to Ewing. Back to Thompson. Price outside. Grant against Thompson. Johnson outside. Thompson outside. Johnson kicks to Ewing. Back to Johnson. Thompson outside to the left wing. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Oh, that's a brutal giveaway. A pass to no man's land.
James Harden, he's checked in for Young. Here's Whitehead. Price with the steal. From deep three-point range, and he's Rutherford, another three.
And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
The pass to Whitehead. Back to Harden. To stop the drought. Whitehead's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Throws it up high. Rodman no good.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Well, a good attempt to try to finish that alley-oop steal, though. Still should have went for something better than that, though.
And there it is again. They get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Rockets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Knocked loose and out of bounds as East Rutherford gains possession.
Yeah, let's check out some numbers here for James Harden. Coming off a terrific season, 10th in free throw shooting, 15th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And again, you gotta love his commitment to excellence. He owns the free throw line. It's truly an impact part of his game. Buries it from three-point range.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
O'Neal kicks to Harden. O'Neal a screen on Johnson. Can they get it? That one wide left. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Thompson's gotten everything to drop so far, shooting 4 of 4. There's the dish to Pirtle, stolen by Ewing. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. Price is running. Here's Johnson, the feed now to Thompson. Ewing the pass to Price. From beyond the arc and then some. Price has got 12 points in the game.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Passes it to LeVert. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Johnson. Price dishes to Ewing. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And just who is providing all the playmaking here tonight? Let's look at the breakdown between the front and backcourt for East Rutherford.
And their bigs have actually played a significant role with their passing. That frees the guards to come up off screens and cut to the rim and kind of flipping the script here offensively.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. And it's East Rutherford, good for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, they've weathered their turnovers so far.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Nuestra última jugada.
Encore une fois, on a réussi à faire quelque chose de différent. C'est magnifique. Punisher. Tout projet en physique. Vos paroles c'était du vent. Je pense plus au passé, j'ai pris les devants. Ce que j'ai dans le ventre ça vaut bien plus du caviar. En bas du bloc on est plus avare que bavard. Mes projets c'est mon histoire, bande de... J'écris mes 16 avec le sang de mes balafres. Je me creuse la tête pour ne rien faire de banal. Éviter les bananes, la magie c'est banal. J'ai commencé tôt poteau, t'avais pas l'âge. 2001 sous marché là quand je me balade. Si je le fais pas, qui sauvera le Val-de-Marne? Reste pas là, j'ai des projets en marche. Y'a que les mots et les MC que je mâche. Tu boycottes, ça marche. Je veux pas de limite dans mon salaire, je suis le meilleur mais j'en ai pas l'air. Y'a que maman qui sait. Parce qu'il le fallait, si c'est pas au bord d'une falaise, personne voulait me pousser. Moi et quelques artistes on va marquer l'histoire. Y'a mon place sur liste noire. Y'a que le BPM qui me redonne espoir. Réveille-toi, tu manques l'épisode où j'entends parler de poteau, tu quoi. Je veux représenter ma rue, mon gars, sans faire la caille. Le studio c'est un sauna, je ressens pas quand il caille. Je suis un diamant brut et ça m'arrange quand tu tailles. J'écris sur des faces mais ma vie part en freestyle. Mérite pas mon cœur, à chaque jeu t'aime, j'ai le réflexe derrière mon cœur. Mon F3 s'est transformé en boomker, je suis mon seul. Un seul réal, 2 beatmakers, 600 morceaux, je suis un petit cœur. 2-3 techniques avant le game breaker. J'ai mon public, les auditeurs makers. Faut pas croire ce milieu, il est rempli de make-up. J'ai croisé en club, de l'eau dans ton red cup. Dans la y'a des qui se donnent sans payer ton album. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 et dire vos 4 vérités. Oh. Il me faut une paire de pierres hardy. Quand j'écris c'est on est mardi. Dans vos rediffs, je suis le meilleur, je sais même plus qui me l'a dit. Toutes mes bandes sont c'est des manifs. Toutes les groupies c'est des malines. Occupe-toi de ta vie, j'écris, je m'occupe de ma ligne. J'ai le bras long, je raccroche sur ton kit main libre. Premier projet, j'étais mon seul média. Je tire de la ligne médiane, y'a que Dieu qui m'aidera. Il me faut de l'oseille. Le regard de mon père m'empêche de baisser les bras. C'est mon tournant qui m'attend au tournant. J'ai mené ma barque solo en défiant tous les torrents. On a la tête dure, on veut pas reconnaître nos torrents. Ils s'inventent une vie qu'ils ont téléchargée en torrent. Moi et mes gars dans une suite à Dubaï. C'est sûr ça fait des rages, ouais c'est sûr ça fait des rages. J'ai vesqui Paname vos histoires à 2 balles, quelle balle. Elle s'assoit à la table de ceux qui... Au final, personne m'aurait vu en première partie d'un tel ou un tel. On m'interpelle alors que je suis au fun tel en backstage. Je donne la force à ceux qui passent des partiels en parallèle. Je regarde mon parcours et je me dis... J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 dire vos 4 vérités.
A 15 anni andai giù al mare e andai fuori per una ragazza. Un suo ex mi guardò male, come Rocky in piazza. Un passante ci riprese, con la voce non con la webcam. E solo io so quante ne ho prese, ma tutto questo era un calcio.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Ralph Murphy.
1984, vengo al mondo d'estate. Dio mi parla nel sonno, mi dice scusi quanto state. Ho il permesso di soggiorno, sono nuovo da queste parti. Parto ma non so se torno, non stare sveglio ad aspettarmi. Questo è l'anno dei miracoli, crack si mangia coi tentacoli. Muore Berlinguer, Maradona al Napoli. Io sempre col pallone in mano, 7 su 7. Piedi nudi sull'asfalto tra le vie strette. L'anno in cui la Apple prova il primo Mac Crystal Ball. Cozze crude con limone, dinastia di pescatori. Mio padre non fa il butta fuori, rinchiusi dentro il bunker. Niente router, no computer, pezzi di ricambio per gli scooter. Fermo il tempo che scorre, buco il sole risorge. Soffio sull'occhio di George Orwell. I primi bling fossili, io solo film sui mostri. Cresco in fretta, parlo poco, sembro autistico. L'arte è cibo per la mente e frequento l'artistico. E se il treno passerà una volta sola, sarò di parola. Dopo scuola lascerò il mio nome sopra con il viola. E tu che aspetti in coda e guardi la firma se cola. Ne hai visto nascere e per rifarlo ancora. Ho il mio city motorino sempre in due, poi la vita è diventata più veloce, ognuno per le sue. È una gara senza freni, non ci sono premi. Dove vai se non sai da dove vieni? Ora tutti sanno no. Ora tutti sanno no. No, no, no. Ora tutti sanno no. S-A-L-M-O. Coprimi di soldi Jerry Maguire. È quello che hai pensato quando eri nei guai. Voglio portarti via con me tipo McDrive. Back in the days bra, Marty McFly. La mia zona era la ZB, Heavy Metal Kids, la versione beta dell'MC. Ho fatto i peggiori lavori per ripagarmi CD, sognando un futuro migliore, tipo questo qui, Nami. Il 5 su un Volkswagen dell'84 verso Londra. È un po' come nuotare verso l'onda. Poi risuscitato sulla sponda, insomma, ho perso quando mi contro l'ombra. Dall'esperienza impari, spali da quintali, anche se c'ho la pelle come cinghiali. Sardo come Zed e Bira. Adesso riempio locali e parcheggi in terza fila. Sapevi che il mio primo disco ha fatto la storia, ma dopo i ancora scioccato per quanto ho visto. Il mio flow vi ha benedetto. 2012 alla svolta, ma The Crew mi guarda alle spalle tipo la scorta. A capo come John Gotti, sveglio tutte le notti. Vivevo in una casa con il bagno di... Poi la mia passione è diventata professione, devozione, mani intrecciate come alla confessione. Ringrazierò la sorte per gentile concessione. È importante ciò che lasci, non la conclusione. Ora tutti sanno il no, me, il no, me, il no, me. Ora tutti sanno il no, me, il no, me, il no, me. Ora tutti sanno il no. 1984, vengo al mondo d'estate. Ora tutti sanno il no. Dio mi parla nel sonno, mi dice hey boy, guarda che ora tutti sanno il no, me, no, me, no, me. Ora tutti sanno il no, me, no, me, no, me. S-A-L-M-O. Puoi gridarlo forte, puoi gridarlo forte. Ora tutti sanno che il no, me. S-A-L-M-O. Puoi gridarlo forte, puoi gridarlo forte. Ora tutti sanno che il no, me. S-A-L-M-O. O puoi gridarlo forte, o puoi gridarlo forte. Ora tutti sanno che il no, me. S-A-L-M-O.
Just as nobody else got something for you, but keep it to yourself. I'm feeling curious, want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care, but forever, sometimes forever.
2K Sports pregame show.
Maybe I'm foolish, maybe I'm blind, thinking I can see through this and see what's behind. Got no way to prove it, so maybe I'm lying. But I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, and what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived? In what you
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And a stirring rendition of the Star Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn and David Alt.
Well, guys,
thanks, David. And tonight, Steve, a marquee matchup. This is one of those games that definitely draws some attention to it.
Yeah, these are the games where fans, people watching, they are in their seats with their popcorns. They're ready to go. These are the best of the best, and people want to see this. I'm looking forward to this one, Kevin.
Why not? You got a new tie. You've got a new suit. I mean, you are. You're ready to go. You know people are going to be watching you and listening to your words.
That's why my makeup is perfect.
It is. It's so. You did a good job tonight on it. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron James is out there with Jordan. Then it's Ewing. Then it's Thompson. And it's Rodman in at the 3 slot. Connects from 3-point range.
Unable to close out defensively, even against the smaller shooter.
Yeah, but out on the perimeter, a lot more space. It all evens out.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And look, it's always tough to win on the road. You've got to go in with the right mindset, and they did.
They were the aggressors that night, relentless in their approach, especially scoring the basketball.
Stolen by Ewing. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. And Durant sends it back. And that one's good by Rodman. We're about 1 minute into the first. On defense, the Cavaliers. Pass to Green. Rodman covering. In the corner, Murray with it. Over Thompson. Ewing gets the rebound. For East Rutherford, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. That one, no good. Outside for Jordan. Hits it from 3-point range. Jordan's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
So first quarter just over 1.5 minutes in. Not a fast start here for the Spurs. Deep 2 from Murray. They get it again. The putback.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4 already.
And that ends the frustration. They've been ice cold to start this one.
Yeah, their first bucket of the night. You can hear the collective sigh of relief.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Knocks it loose. Beyond the arc.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
From deep. James, no good. On defense, the Cavaliers. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And remember, they won both games in this matchup last year. No small feat.
And we will see if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Spurs trail by 11. The dish to Murray. And a fast break now for East Rutherford. Here's Jordan.
Oh!
assist. Yes.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Right side, Green. Now here's Murray. Rodman covering. And here is Murray. They really needed more from him in that loss to Toronto. They need this. Rebound, East Rutherford.
I mean, he's struggling, hitting a low percentage of his shots this quarter.
The shot's good from Jordan.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
Now Thompson. He has 5. He dialed that one up from long distance. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Cavs. Spurs trail by 19. And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gives them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
To the paint. And East Rutherford, another fast break opportunity here.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Well, the two go hand in hand. Matching your strategy to your personnel is key.
Pass to Pearson. And the shot no good, a bit short.
A high percentage look from the mid-range. Might have been surprised that he was so wide open.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Beasley, the pass to White. It's stolen by Rodman. Here's Ewing. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game.
And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Steve, they say the defense wins championships. Talk about the value of communication on the floor when it comes to a team playing great team defense.
I think, Kevin, for fans and especially young kids out there, watch the great teams, the teams that are winning championships. They communicate. The teams that are not winning, you can see on the bench, not a lot of guys are talking. You don't see communication with players and coaches. The teams that win, they are constant chatter about making the right play and also criticizing each other, but constructive criticism.
Did you learn that watching other teams that were great as they were at the top of their game and you guys were a developing team and you were a developing player?
I think for me, at a young age, getting a chance to watch the Detroit Pistons, being from Detroit, hanging around Joe Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, and obviously the late, great Chuck Daly, they were in constant communication, and they won. So that helped me be able to develop my communication skills.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And James throws it down.
I mean, plenty of lift in those legs. LeBron never did the dunk contest. He just does it in a game.
Got a piece of it. And a wide open look for Jordan. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
White dishes to Beasley. Shot to end this cold run. Thompson with the rebound. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for East Rutherford.
And the front court really has been getting the job done, scoring the lion's share of the points and really causing all sorts of problems for the opponent. They are a big-time key in why they have such a nice lead to this point.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Jordan's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Beasley. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 15 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
Passes it to Pearson. He kicks it to White. Pearson, he's covered by Thompson. Beasley the screen to halt the run. Rebound, East Rutherford. Rodman kicks to Jordan. Outside, Rodman. It's Jordan on the wing. Dishes it to Ewing. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Ewing's got 5 points so far.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Pass to Isaac. Expanding his range. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In fourth, the Spurs.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Thompson outside. Back to LeBron. White against Jordan. Outside, Rodman. James, the pass to Jordan. Here's Ewing, and it's East Rutherford, good for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Ewing's gone a perfect 3 for 3 so far. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling. Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this league.
Poke loose. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
How about the quarter he's having? Tremendous execution on the offensive end, helping to further fuel this lead.
And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Tries to snap the cold streak, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Ewing's got his 5th rebound in this one. Took it the length and buries the 3. And that's 17 points for Bottoms.
I mean, you got to be honest. So the transition defense just has been lacking.
Guarded by Jordan. Puts up a 3. Rebound, East Rutherford. Ewing's got his 6th rebound on the night. But they get it back. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
And stolen by Jordan.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Guarded by Jordan. Thompson with the rebound. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And the Spurs with possession here. That's tipped.
First foul, number 10. That's his first foul. Substitution first. Green.
We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's LeBron. Jordan kicks to Ewing. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. It's East Rutherford just dominating this one. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about...
For me, at a younger age, I was...
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
He is absolutely as solid and steady as a rock at this point in his career. Nothing rattles him. Nothing throws him off his game.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And looking at what we've seen, guys, from East Rutherford so far, what do you think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
Taking a look at East Rutherford. Rodman is out there with Thompson. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Michael Jordan. And it's Ewing in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Durant, and the rejection by James.
Oh! Boy, did he go way up for that one.
Oof. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. San Antonio with the ball. And, Steve, so many star players get credit for their offensive game. LeBron James is just as much a factor on the other end of the floor at the defensive end.
Yeah, on that end, he's incredibly versatile. He can guard 1 through 5. He said that his chase-down block of Iguodala in the 2016 finals was the defining play of his career. Obviously, he takes tremendous pride in his defensive game.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Off target with his three. And here we go. Cavaliers running again. And Jordan gets it to go.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They get a hand on it. Rodman goes in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. 13th in scoring, 15th in three-point shooting, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Started by Jordan. Lets a floater go. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Beasley's checked in.
So you be all up in your feelings, but I'm trying. It's a given, see you going at the boy. Or maybe I'm just
the sky a green, dark, but we're still shining. We're bright and that's where we are. Where we are. Oh, I can feel it when I'm with you. Oh, I can feel it when I'm with you.
Hay quien magnifica emblemas como punto de partida y así refugiarse en símbolos para negar la vida. Construyen una cárcel como forma de salida. Escapar de escapar es su maestro plan de huida. Y aunque a veces me avergüence haber vivido una mentira, no puedo evitar que mi pasado me persiga. Por suerte decidí ser parte de la alternativa, sabiendo que la evolución nunca termina. Así aprendí después de tanto que decir que la vida es bella es un pleonasmo. La tuerca dorada sigue girando mientras doy gracias al mundo por dejarme respirarlo. Un nuevo día me recibe brillando. Camino como si Benigni estuviera rodando, como si tuviera la atención de todo el campo. Es mi última jugada. Ponlo arriba. Es mi última jugada. Todos están atentos. ¿Cómo? Es mi última jugada. ¿Cómo? Hay que salir al campo, no queda otra opción. Es mi última jugada. El momento es ahora. Les puse frente a una ventana para poder ver más lejos y en lugar de mirar fuera se centran en su reflejo. Hay sincronicidades que llegan como regalos. Mantén abiertos los ojos pues están en todos lados. Aunque en cierto modo entiendo cómo están configurados. Reinan debates estériles para un mundo infectado. Dan lecciones de verdad, belleza, virtud y moral. Pero en qué lugar dejan hueco a la felicidad. Agito el veneno y te explico qué mito rompemos. No evito lo bueno, mi micro y trinitro tolueno. Si al fin conocemos que esto es finito, te invito a que estemos a solas en mi escrito. El infinito será menos, sumergidos a 1000 metros en el grito de tus miedos. Solo hay eco de conocimiento ciego, también reconocimiento a los cimientos de tu ego. Lucha contra lo que arrastras, dile basta y hasta luego. No hace falta que entiendas qué está pasando, no hace falta que sepas que estamos viendo, haciendo juntos una curva en la línea del tiempo. Miro al futuro y nos veo volviendo. No hay bienes, ni riqueza, ni realeza, ni ADN. Solo déjame inundarte de palabras que te llenen, que te hagan comprender la importancia de lo que viene. Es tu última jugada. Es tu última jugada. Es tu última jugada. Ponlo bien arriba, bien arriba. ¿Cómo? Salta. Es tu última jugada. La última. No queda otra. Es tu última jugada.
on a réussi à faire quelque chose de différent. C'est magnifique. Punisher. Tout projet en physique. Vos paroles c'était du vent. Je pense plus au passé, j'ai pris les devants. Ce que j'ai dans le ventre ça vaut bien plus du caviar en bas du bloc. On est plus avare que bavard. Mes projets c'est mon histoire, bande de j'écris mes 16 avec le sang de mes balafres. Je me creuse la tête pour ne rien faire de banal. Éviter les bananes, la magie c'est banal. J'ai commencé tôt poteau, t'avais pas l'âge. 2001 sous marché là quand je me balade. Si je le fais pas qui sauvera le Val-de-Marne. Reste pas là, j'ai des projets en marche. Y'a que les mots et les MC que je mâche. Tu boycottes, ça marche. Je veux pas de limite dans mon salaire, je suis le meilleur mais j'en ai pas l'air. Y'a que maman qui sait. Parce qu'il le fallait, si c'est pas au bord d'une falaise, personne voulait me pousser. Moi et quelques artistes, on va marquer l'histoire. Y'a mon plat sur liste noire. Y'a que le BPM qui me redonne espoir. Réveille-toi, tu manques l'épisode où j'entends parler de poteau, tu quoi. Je veux représenter ma rue, mon gars, sans faire la caille. Le studio c'est un sauna, je ressens pas quand il caille. Je suis un diamant brut et ça m'arrange quand tu tailles. J'écris sur des faces, mais ma vie part en freestyle. Mérite pas mon cœur, à chaque jeu t'aime, j'ai le réflexe derrière mon cœur. Mon F3 s'est transformé en bunker, je suis mon seul. Un seul réal, 2 beatmakers, 600 morceaux, je suis un petit cœur. 2-3 techniques avant le game breaker. J'ai mon public, les auditeurs makers. Faut pas croire ce milieu, il est rempli de make-up. J't'ai croisé en club, de l'eau dans ton red cup. Dans la il y a des qui se donnent sans payer ton album. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 et dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 et dire vos 4 vérités. Il me faut une paire de pierres hardy. Quand j'écris c'est on est mardi. Dans vos rediffs, je suis le meilleur, je sais même plus qui me l'a dit. Toutes mes bandes sont c'est des manifs, toutes les groupies c'est des malines. Occupe-toi de ta vie, j'écris, je m'occupe de ma ligne. J'ai le bras long, je raccroche sur ton kit malib. Premier projet, j'étais mon seul média. Je tire de la ligne médiane, y'a que Dieu qui m'aidera. Il me faut de l'oseille. Le regard de mon père m'empêche de baisser les bras. C'est mon tournant qui m'attend au tournant. J'ai mené ma barque solo en défiant tous les torrents. On a la tête dure, on veut pas reconnaître nos torrents. Ils s'inventent une vie qu'ils ont téléchargée en torrent. Moi et mes gars dans une suite à Dubaï. C'est sûr ça fait des rages, ouais c'est sûr ça fait des rages. J'ai fait ce qui paname vos histoires à 2 balles, quelle baille. Elle s'assoit qu'à la table de ceux qui... Au final personne m'aurait vu en première partie d'un tel ou un tel. On m'interpelle alors que je suis au fun tel en backstage. Je donne la force à ceux qui passent des partiels en parallèle. Je regarde mon parcours et je me dis j'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 dire vos 4 vérités. J'arrive dans un 4x4 rempli de mon 4x4 2 dire vos 4 vérités.
A 15 anni andai giù al mare e andai fuori per una ragazza. Un suo ex mi guardò male, come Rocky in piazza. Un passante ci riprese, con la voce non con la webcam. E solo io so quante ne ho prese, ma tutto questo era un calcio. Non era un gioco comunicare, prima che il Nokia fosse un super trend. Andavo in centro per chiamare, da una cabina come Superman. Per me Milano era come New York, sui sedili arancioni di un tram. Ci torno adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. Andava sempre così, dal lunedì al venerdì. La stessa gente di in tasca niente, però era meglio di un film. Mike Tyson, Laude, James Hunt, Stallone al Kogan, Van Damme. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. Era di moda andare a ballare, all'acqua fanno il cocorico. Musica musica alta in ogni locale, poche parole come Robocop, il 50 top e le pennate, giovani folli come Peter Pan. Ci penso spesso e mi accorgo adesso che tutto questo era un caldo. Certe pellicole da panico, Carlito il finale drammatico, DiCaprio nell'Atlantico, Tony Montana e con milioni spesi dentro. Ci sono i baracconi in città e forse non ho avuto tutto ciò che ho chiesto, ma tutto il resto era un caldo. Andava sempre così, dal lunedì al venerdì, la stessa gente di in tasca niente, però era meglio di un film. Lupin, MacGyver, Batman, Street Fighter, Tekken, Pac-Man. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un caldo. 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 Si stava meglio sconosciute senza paparazzi. Quando ancora a Milano giravo in scooter, rispetto ai macchinoni maxi ho sempre preferito il taxi. Non ce lo vedo De Niro che fa il driver per Uber. I Superman moderni stanno sul computer, zero criptonite. Oggi è la vita vera. La concorrenza del rap non è più mite, ce n'è sempre uno pronto a come l'uomo tigre. Se pensa come girava il mondo 20 anni fa, che per giocare ai videogame doveva andare al bar. La solitudine accompagna anche le superstar. Finisce che parli con l'auto come in supercar. Andavo da blockbuster in film di serie A, i Ghostbuster, lo squalo, Jurassic Park. Mi sentivo in paradiso in quel Luna Park. Oggi è chiuso, tempo scaduto, niente più caldo. Andava sempre così, dal lunedì al venerdì, la stessa gente di in tasca niente, però era meglio di un film. Il rap di Big e Tupac, Space Jam e Michael Jordan. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un caldo. Una 984, vengo al mondo d'estate. Dio mi parla nel sonno, mi dice scusi quanto state. Ho il permesso di soggiorno, sono nuovo da queste parti. Parto ma non so se torno, non stare sveglio ad aspettarmi. Questo è l'anno dei miracoli, crack si mangia coi tentacoli, muore e perde in guerre, Maradona al Napoli. Io sempre col pallone in mano, 7 su 7, piedi nudi sull'asfalto tra le vie strette. L'anno in cui la Apple prova il primo Mac, Crystal Ball, cozze crude con limone, dinastia di pescatori. Mio padre non fa il buttafuori, rinchiusi dentro il bunker. Niente router, no computer, pezzi di ricambio per gli scooter. Fermo il tempo che scorre, buco il sole risorge, soffio sull'occhio di George Orwell. I primi bling fossili, io solo film sui mostri. Cresco in fretta, parlo poco, sembro autistico. L'arte è cibo per la mente e frequento l'artistico. E se il treno passerà una volta sola, sarò di parola. Dopo scuola lascerò il mio nome sopra con il viola. E tu che aspetti in coda e guardi la firma se cola. Ne hai visto nascere e per rifarlo ancora. Ho il mio sito in motorino sempre in due, poi la vita è diventata più veloce, ognuno per le sue. È una gara senza freni, non ci sono premi. Dove vai se non sai da dove vieni? Ora tutti sanno no. Ora tutti sanno no. Ora tutti sanno no. S-A-L-M-O. Coprimi di soldi Jerry Maguire. È quello che hai pensato quando eri nei guai. Voglio portarti via con me tipo McDrive. Back in the days bra, Marty McFly. La mia zona era la ZB, Heavy Metal Kids, la versione beta dell'MC. Ho fatto i peggiori lavori per ripagarmi i CD, sognando un futuro migliore, tipo questo qui, Nami. In 5 su un Volkswagen dell'84 verso Londra. È un po' come nuotare verso l'onda. Poi risuscitato sulla sponda, insomma, ho perso quando mi contro l'ombra. Dall'esperienza impari, sbagli da quintali, anche se riccio la pelle come cinghiali. Sardo come Zed e Bira. Adesso riempio locali e parcheggi in terza fila. Sapevi che il mio primo disco ha fatto la storia ma dopo i ancora scioccato per quanto ho visto. Il mio flow vi ha benedetto. 2012 alla svolta, Monte Crew mi guarda alle spalle tipo la scorta. A capo come John Gotti, sveglio tutte le notti. Vivevo in una casa con il bagno di... Poi la mia passione è diventata professione, devozione, mani intrecciate come alla confessione. Ringrazierò la sorte per gentile concessione. È importante ciò che lasci, non la conclusione. Ora tutti sanno il no, me, il no, me, il no, me. Ora tutti sanno il no, me, il no, me, il no, me. Ora tutti sanno il no. 1984 vengo al mondo d'estate. Ora tutti sanno il no. Dio mi parla nel sonno, mi dice hey boy guarda che ora tutti sanno il no, me, no, me, no, me. Ora tutti sanno il no, me, no, me, no, me. S-A-L-M-O. Puoi gridarlo forte, puoi gridarlo forte. Ora tutti sanno che il no, me. S-A-L-M-O. Puoi gridarlo forte, puoi gridarlo forte. Ora tutti sanno che il no, me. S-A-L-M-O. O puoi gridarlo forte, o puoi gridarlo forte. Ora tutti sanno che il no, me. S-A-L-M-O.
Just as nobody else got something for you, but keep it to yourself. I'm feeling curious, want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come in here with me. I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay. We'll take it slow. This
put your blame on me. Take a look in the mirror, what do you see? Do you see it clearer, or are you deceived in what you believe? 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. 'Cause I'm only human after all, and you're only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put your blame on me. Some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Don't ask my opinion, don't ask me to lie, and beg for forgiveness for making you cry. For making you cry. 'Cause I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put your blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. Oh, some people got the real problems. Some people out of love. Some people think I can solve them. Lord heavens above, I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. And I'm only human. I made mistakes. I'm only human. That's all it takes to put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. 'Cause I'm no prophet or Messiah. You should go looking somewhere higher. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human. I do what I can. I'm just a man. I do what I can. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. I'm only human after all. I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Don't put the blame on me. And I'm only human. I made mistakes. I'm only human
Joey Hudson.